Today I'm going to share a story, what happened with me, about me when I was a teenager. You know, I was a pretty good motorcycle rider when I was young. As I got older, I had stopped and went to college and started a business. I went back to racing, but I wasn't as good as when I was a teenager. You know, when you're a young teen, you're at your prime, and as you learn from a very young age and stick with it, you definitely can become a champion. And all these speedway champions today are the ones who stayed with it. And unfortunately for me, I went to college and did that kind of thing. And when I went back to speedway, I was not as successful as I was as a young teen. I was really going up as a teen, and I had a few setbacks and stuff. But today I'm going to talk about a story that happened at the Eddie West Field at the Santa Ana Bowl. And I was a young teen at the time, and I was going up. You know, things were looking bright at the time, and I was doing really well. And there were several riders that raced there. There was Denny Pyatt, there was Wild Bill Cody, the famous Wild Bill Cody, and there was the Cowboy, John Cook, and there were several other good motorcycle racers. And I got to compete with all of them. And I actually started out the season in Division II. Louis, he thought, you know, maybe I wasn't very good. And I won opening night, the D2 main. They bumped me up to D1. And I had a lot of success in D1 after that. I think Bill Cody won opening night. And then I just kind of had some good success at the Santa Ana Bowl. And lots of people liked me because one of the wheelies I did, I was going like 60, and I hit a bump at the starting line where this guy started. And the bike shot up like a rocket ship, and I landed on my feet, and the bike was bouncing on the track going boom, boom, boom. And everyone loved it. And I bowed to the crowd, and they loved it. They just... You know, I kind of became a fan favorite because of that mishap, which cost me all my earnings. So I didn't actually earn any money that night because all the money went towards fixing the motorcycle. But I had another competitor all season long, and he was really working hard for attention. A lot of you people know him. And he was a good rider. I mean, the guy was just right up with me. He was no slouch at all. But he was just a little bit below me, and it was Mike Spider-Man Bloom, and Mike was wearing the Spider-Man outfit, and they had called me the Bumblebee. Here's the Bumblebee outfit behind me, but at the time I didn't have a Bumblebee outfit. I just had white leathers. But Mike's dad, he was the referee, which I thought was kind of strange for like a rider to have his pops as a referee. It was kind of unfair, I thought, which I didn't. I asked Louis, who was the promoter, Kasuth, I said, Louis, why do you have this guy as referee? His son is in the races. And he said, I don't know, you know, he wants to do it. Of course he wants to do it. He's got a son. He's got a son that's racing. And that's a little bit of an advantage. And also, it doesn't seem kind of fair that the father is the referee. Anyways, getting back to the story, I never really liked that. But Mike was really trying to get the fans to endear him. And I don't blame him, because that's what I was trying to do too. And, you know, the fans kind of liked me a lot. And I think throughout the season, he was a little bit spiteful towards me because he had a beautiful Spider-Man outfit. He thought that he was going to be the king of the hill there at the Eddie West Field. However, that didn't work out that way. And I had swept the program, scratch and handicap in D1 twice that year. And I had several handicap and scratch main events. And I was starting from like the 50-yard line most of the year in handicap. But one night, Mike and I were in the main event. I think it was a scratch main event. And Mike, he started off in the lead. You know, Mike Spider-Man Bloom was a good racer. And he was fast. You know, I tip my hat to him because he definitely could ride a speedway bike. And as a youngster, he was on Sonny Nutter's team as a mini rider. He had lots of years of experience, and he was really a gifted rider. There's no doubt about it. But one night, he was in the lead for the main, and I don't believe he won a whole lot of scratch main events at the Santa Ana Bull. And I think his dad was really rooting for him. And I didn't want him to win that scratch main because I wanted to win it. So about the second or third lap, I came underneath Mike and I kind of moved him out because he was just a little bit slower than me. And he was blocking, so I wouldn't pass him. And it was a clean pass. I didn't crash him or anything like that. And I won the race. And as I won the race, his dad ran in front of the track and waved the black flag, which means you're disqualified. And Mike was second place, so he was awarded the scratch main event win. And I was like, no way. Because, when you race motorcycles, you have to get underneath guys and you have to push them out, if they're slower. You have to get every advantage without being dirty. And trust me, I've never been a dirty rider. I've never hurt people except for a couple times. But in this case, I did not hurt nobody, and I did not try to hurt Mike. I respected Mike, and I just wanted to win. That's all. Every racer wants to win a speedway race. So anyways, he black flagged me, and I went up to his dad, and rest in peace, he's passed away since. And I said, what's up? And he goes, you're a dirty rider. You messed up. You were dirty with my son. And I go, I wasn't dirty. I just passed him underneath. That's speedway. You pass people. And he goes, you're out of the race. You're black flagged. And my son, he's won the scratch main event. And I probably cussed a lot at him. Sorry to say that. I was mad because I'm like, this guy wants his son to win, so he black flags the winner. That's very bullshit. And the next week, we had a locker room, like where the football players, they dressing. And I was getting dressed for my race the next Saturday. And I got into his face and I said, hey, dude, you're a horrible referee. And you made the most worst call I've ever seen in my life. Because your favoritism, because you have a son that you want to win. So you're cheating and you're helping your son win. And he got mad at me. And I told the dude, back off, because I will kick your ass if you touch me. I will take you out. He was a big old dude. And I was a young, strong guy. I had done a lot of fighting, karate, and boxing in college. And I had great success, but I don't like to fight. But I was mad. And I said, dude, if you get close to me, if you touch me, you're going to wish you never touched me. I was so mad at this guy. I gave him my earful big time. And he backed off, thank goodness for him and for me. But anyways, yeah, it was just a horrible experience that, the referee would cheat for his son. And ever since that event, Mike and I have not been friends to this day. We don't really like each other. And, we don't talk and we have no communication. And we've tried to be friends a couple times. I've tried to be friends as an older adult, but it just doesn't work out. I guess we have too much bad blood as racers. But cheating is not the way to win in speedway. You should win fair and square and not cheat for your son. So anyone that wants to be cheating as far as refereeing and stuff, it's just not cool. I've never forgot this experience, and I never believed that it was a good experience at all. So it was just only one night. It was a main event. I got kicked out after I won the race. It was totally bullshit. And that's a night I will never forget. And that's just a story I have of me winning a main event, a scratch main event, and getting disqualified for passing the referee's son. What do you know? Speedway. We have lots of good times, lots of memories. I got over it since now, but I will never forget that. And I will never agree that cheating is the best way to win a race.